So it's something of a golden age for craft beer lovers here in Northwest Ohio. It seems like every community has at least one unique spot to enjoy some unique drinks.
There's a passion and an art form behind a really good craft beer. I got a first-hand lesson in what goes into a good brew in this week's WTOL 11. Try this, take a look. If you love beer in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, some wonderful microbreweries going right now. Oncore Brewing started 3 years ago. Keith Baker was an electrician, started as a hobby, and now it's a full-time business for him.
I grew up on a farm and we drank a lot of beer, and one day my dad, we should figure out how to make this stuff. And started brewing in the barn in Rising Sun, Ohio, and yeah, kind of went from there. So the first few batches it was like, I do 2 batches and people would come over and then like, what you got on tap, Bake? And I'm like, cold and free, So it was water. Now it's making us have a good time. And then I started realizing that, I liked it. They call it getting bit with the homebrew bug. Once you're in it, there's just homebrewing just takes all walks of life. And I got into the gadget part of it and building my own equipment with the hands-on stuff, and then I just started getting more and more into it and how to make the quality of the beer better. So I can imagine the first few batches were pretty rough. Then once you start figuring that out, use proven recipes. I didn't start making my own recipes till later down the road because I wanted to figure out my skill set. Is it my process or is it a recipe? So start with proven recipes, and once you get the hang of that, then you can start creating your own and just being a student of the science.
What I love about this place is the clever name of your beers. There's Smells Like Divorce Papers.
Yes.
You got Better Than Ezra thing. You got Swan-Tucky Lime, Swan-Tucky Slammer. I love Swanton Blonde.
Yeah.
Where do these come from?
Beer names are inspiration all over the place. So, it's like you listen to a song, you watch a movie. We just ran out of another beer called the Swayze Hazy, which will be coming back,
Okay.
Watch Dirty, it's inspirations come from everywhere.
How much beer can you make at one time?
Depends on the style too, high gravity beers and low gravity beers, but the most I've ever gotten out of a packaged product is 8.5 barrels, which these ones are slightly bigger than these ones. They have a higher head space, and I kind of cheat the head space a little bit to really pack it out, and I do that with the Swan-Tucky Slammer and my light lager. We got to get the water from our hot liquor tank, which is that big tank, to this tank over here.
Okay.
And Dan and I are going to do this together. The gasket goes on there.
Yep.
All right. And then here you can put the clamp on, I'll hold the hose. So the clamp just goes around. Oh, right here.
There?
Right there.
Okay.
Yep. All right, and then, so then this valve just pull out and turn. Pull out and then turn it over. There you go, let go. And you're good.
Water in the hole.
There you go, that's it. So head up to the brew deck. I'll hit that till it turns green. There you go, that's it.
Is that hot water?
Yes, it is, 169 degrees.
Oh, wow.
167 and a half. It's 169 in the tank, and it loses about a degree and a half. So I use phosphoric acid to adjust the pH level to hit my target pH, which is around 5.2, between 5.2 to 4.2 at a pH level for mashing. It helps with the efficiency of converting those starches to sugars.
It's a lot of high school science, Dan. You got that?
I'm no math magician either. Just dump it in?
Yep. Kind of scatter it around. oatmeal, literally.
Is that right? It's oatmeal?
Yeah, it's an 8-hour day. It's probably, I would say, 5 to 6 hours of cleaning. And then you're probably 2 to 3 hours of actual brewing. I'm just so proud to be a part of this and all the people that have helped me and my father. My father was my home brewing buddy. And you know, we always talked about a matter of when we would open a brewery, never if. And to see what I've done here, he would be really proud. So that's probably my just being able to do it.
Very cool.
American dream.
Right, beer,
Keith
American
Baker.
drink, yeah.
It's right in Swanton. When you come in
Okay.
from Toledo, coming in there, it's on the left as you right across from Mail Pouch. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
They have a nice tap
Okay.
room there. Yeah, it's and he's been selling this now. He's got a distributor, so it's getting out there like a lot of the craft beers
Sure.
do in town. They've been doing that, and like I'll tell you what. Craft beers are amazing. There's a lot of variety out there, a lot of flavors you can test out, and you know there's a lot of wonderful Ernest and so forth. So
Oh yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of great places around here.
we're very lucky here.
He made you do some heavy lifting though. You had to dump that oatmeal in there.
Okay, it's
probably an oatmeal stout or something you
It's
made.
tough work physically.
Sure, you gotta
you got to
clean
be
everything,
precise. It's scientific. You can tell the
Yes.
temperatures. Everything's got to be just right to convert the sugars to starches. I mean, there's a science to the whole thing.
Right.
And
That
Keith
is
has
not
it
for
down.
me. Yeah.
And again, he was an electrician, and this went so well. He's like, he doesn't have time to be an electrician.
Right.
But he applies the same fundamentals.
Well,
to the
he's
whole
got
thing.
lots of skills though, because an electrician isn't a bad fallback.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Remember, we want to know what you want us to try next. Email your ideas to news@wtol.com. Remember?
No reptiles, no snakes.
Got it.
None.
None. Yep.